RX Dialogue Lecture Series hosted by Pharmacy Wing of Society of Clinical Research and Medical Professional, SCRMP. I'm Kritika Singh and I'll be your host for today's session. We are thrilled to bring you a session focused on on the job opportunities in the pharmaceutical sector, titled "Your Path to Success: Career and Job Opportunities in Pharma." For anyone joining us, this session will shed light on various opportunities within the pharmaceutical field and offer guidance on carving out a successful path in this industry. We are honored to have a distinguished expert with us today, Dr. Smita Brahma, who will be sharing her wealth of knowledge and experience to help you succeed. Before we dive in, I would like to tell you a little about the organization behind this event. SCRMP is the Society of Clinical Research and Medical Professional, founded in 2024, based in Telangana, India. It is committed to empowering healthcare professionals and advancing clinical research. Through innovation, collaboration, and education, SCRMP supports the growth of life sciences and clinical research, driving impactful change on a global scale. We offer multiple membership options, each tailored to support student researchers and professionals at different stages of their careers. These memberships come with exclusive educational resources, networking events, and opportunities like today's lecture series. So if I quickly tell you about the membership options available at SCRMP, we have a student annual membership, student life membership, faculty life membership, etc. As a life member, you'll enjoy several benefits, including internships in pharmacovigilance and medical writing through our collaboration with Novo Evidence, as well as free manuscript publication in our journal. Joining SCRMP is a fantastic way to enhance your professional journey while making valuable industry connections. Now, coming to the event, it's my great pleasure to introduce you to our speaker for today's session, Dr. Smita Brahma. Dr. Smita brings extensive expertise in medical advising and career coaching, making her a valuable guide for anyone looking to advance their career in pharma. She is the founder of Career Fulfillment Academy, where she is on mission to empower healthcare professionals in career guidance and growth strategies. Her unique programs such as Career Launch Blueprint and Career Relaunch Challenge have been instrumental for many professionals returning to the industry after a career break. With an MBBS from Guwahati Medical College and MD in Pharmacology from GS Medical College and KEM Hospital, Mumbai, Dr. Smita has had an impressive journey from her early days as a junior resident to her roles as a medical advisor at Boehringer and Dr. Reddy's Laboratory. Currently, she is an entrepreneur, speaker, and startup consultant, also serving as a member of Professional Speaker Association of India. With such a wealth of experience, Dr. Smita is the perfect speaker to guide us through today's topic. We are truly fortunate to have her expertise and insights here tonight. Without further ado, please join me in welcoming Dr. Smita Brahma. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Kritika, and thank you, SCRMP, for inviting me to this program. I am truly honored, and I love doing this. To guide students and to enter into from like the academics to the industry. And I feel that there is a big gap in between. So I like to guide students so that they can get um, roles, the desired roles that they want in the pharmaceutical industry. So, and especially since your platform, SCRMP, is actually helping students go ahead in their career, I think this is a great opportunity for me to share whatever knowledge I have with all of you so that you can also get ahead in your career. So let me take you through, I made a mind map for all of you guys. I don't have a PPT, I have a mind map. I'll just share that with you. Yeah. Can you please confirm if you can see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so what I'll be doing is I have kind of to give you to give you an overview. I have made this into three parts. One is the first one is the paths, what all paths you can take. The third is the skills that will be required for you. And ultimately, about when you think about the success in pharma industry, it's about the alignment. If you are not aligned with, if you don't align yourself with the pharma, the career, you will not be feeling very fulfilled later on. So these are the three things I wanted to focus on today. So let me take you through each one of these. So if you think about the career opportunities, the paths that you can take, I've just to make it simple for you, just to, probably you already know this, but just to simplify the entire job search process and what all opportunities you have, I've made this into kind of a life cycle of like I'll take you through each and every part of the life cycle of a drug. That is what we are doing in the pharmaceutical company. So if you go through from the starting to the end, you will find that you can apply to jobs in any of these positions. So that is what I'm trying to do here. So whenever you think of career opportunity and where you can be placed, think about the life cycle of a drug. So there could be many opportunities in the pharmaceutical industry. So one is that, as you all know, we all start with research and development. So in research and development, for example, if you are interested in biotechnology, or whatever you are studying in your curriculum, in if you are doing B Pharm, M Pharm, or PhD, or whatever, whichever whatever topic you like, and whatever aligns with the research and development, whatever you have been studying, you can implement those into the R&D sector. Now, this so mainly you have in this drugs and vaccines. Apart from this, you also have companies that work on nutraceuticals, and also the phytopharmaceutical kind of, or the herbal kind of products. So you can explore all these companies. The next one is the preclinical research. So as we all know, once the research and development, or the chemical processes that have happened, then you go to the preclinical research. So out here, I would like to mention one more thing. When you think of R&D, also think about the latest ones. Like, for example, these genetic stuff that is coming out, the different kind of research in genetics and genomics. So you can also, if you are interested in that, please go ahead and explore those also. The next after R&D is the preclinical research. So again, this is the same. If you like to work with animals and animals and the research that comes through from that angle, uh, there are a lot of companies who have a separate division which has this preclinical research facility. It won't be available in all the cities, but it will be available like say Hyderabad or Mumbai. So, but so the problem here happens is, if you want to do such a work, you might have to relocate. So this is one opportunity. The next is the, once the clinical research has been done, next we go into the preclinical research, then we go into the clinical research. So in clinical research, what are all the opportunities? So when we say clinical research, it basically means clinical trials. So apart from clinical trials, as you know, there are other kind of researchers also. But mainly when we say clinical research, it is kind of related to the clinical trials, the phase 1, 2, 3, and 4. And so also phase 0. So now what happens is, um, supposing you are not very inclined to the preclinical research, but you would like to, you are more connected to patients. You don't want to leave your clinical practice. So this could be a good opportunity for you to be connected with people, because most of the time you are going to be dealing with people in the say, or whatever research center is. There you will be taking data and making sure that the clinical trial is going properly. So this is another opportunity that you can explore. Next is the regulatory approval. Say, supposing, as you all know, any drug, like if it has to get approved, it goes through all the stages. It takes a lot of time, and then finally you go into approval, regulatory approval. Now, in this stage also, you can think of getting your jobs. So this is not directly the pharma industry, but it is linked to the pharma industry. So in regulatory approval, for example, if you are, say, you can find a job in CDSCO or FDA. So these are the kinds of places where, if you like to do those kind of regulatory affairs kind of work, these are the organizations where you can also look for opportunities. The next one is manufacturing. So once the product, the approval, we get the approval, then the company can start manufacturing the products. So when you manufacture these products, just imagine where can you place yourself in the manufacturing process. So manufacturing process, again, it's a very big process. And from if you have done the good manufacturing practices, so GMP, if you have those certifications, so you will understand how the details, how detailed the things go. So what you can do is, if you see that you are more interested towards these things, you can get into quality assurance. Okay, I will show you some examples later on of some people, how they have progressed in all these all these career paths. So now, so just remember, like, if you have that proper degree, if you have that inclination towards this kind of work, the manufacturing process, and making sure that the quality is good. So for that, you can join quality assurance. Apart from that, there is also a career path where you go into supply chain management, which means that you make sure that that the product is manufactured in proper amount, and then it goes through each and every person properly, and then it reaches the patient's hand. Like, it will reach the pharmacy, and it will be yeah, it has to reach the patient, the availability, till the availability part. So maybe many of you can will also explore the clinical pharmacist role. So just before that particular role, all this, whatever happens before that, is the supply management system, supply chain management. So these are basically, they come under the operations system. So you can try out your luck, or you can explore this, explore your career in this operation sector as well. Next, after, once, say, supposing the product has been manufactured and it's been given to, it's been out in the market, the what next? The logical next step would be is marketing. So there are a lot of, when I was working in the pharma industry, so I could see that the mostly what people used to do is, say, if they are B farm or M farm, say they enter into sales and then they move into marketing. And in marketing, they would reach very top positions, like the highest marketing head or something like that. Okay, so this is also a very good thing to explore. I think marketing, if you can do marketing, I think it is very visible. The Maybe salary wise also it may be higher. The And because you are directly linked to the business aspect of it, so you get a lot of visibility. So if you are that kind of a person who would love to put yourself out, who doesn't like to stay, behind the table and work, so this could be a good option for you. So when you do marketing, what happens is, marketing may, basically what people do there is, they try to do research across all over India. कि where are the competitors, where can I place my product, what should be the communication like, so that people will buy my product. Okay, so that is the main purpose of marketing. So they do the entire designing of how the product is going to enter into the market, how much, say, how much sales is happening. that they will analyze every quarter, every 3 months they are going to analyze that. And then, so it's quite challenging, actually it's quite challenging. And also I feel that people were quite on their toes. It's quite a busy kind of a career, because you are directly, um, you are replying to the, or the managing director of the company. You will be directly reporting to that person. So the marketing companies, marketing division usually has a lot of meetings with those people, the higher authorities. So they are on their toes. So if you like that kind of a dynamic environment, then this could be for you. Next is, they also, what they do is they see what, something called market access. Market access is something where you are looking beyond India. Say, supposing in India you are already marketing, beyond India, where all can you sell your product? So all those kind of studies is market access. And then there is health economics. So also they will, like, health economics is actually a branch of economics, but till then the marketing people need to know a little bit about it, because they will have to place the product in such a way that, they say if it is a very expensive drug or a tablet or something. So if you put that in a village or something, it's never going to sell. So those type of economic situations, and whatever these studies go around, based on that, how to place your, how to play market your product, and how to advertise your product. So all those things the marketing guide us. Okay, so this is a very good, if you like that, you can go into it. Next is the sales. So sales people are those who are actually trying to sell in the field. So mostly they are not, say, marketing people are mainly, say, about 70% of the time or 80% of the time they'll be in the office, and 20% of the time they will be going around in the field. But sales team are the people who actually are in the field almost 90% of the time, and 10% of the time they'll come to the office for training and stuff. So now the sales people are the people who go into, whom we call the medical representatives, or some companies call them business development managers or BDMs. So they are essentially going to each and every doctor, and say if they are from gastro GIT product, if they are selling, then they will go only to the gastro product, and the gastro practicing doctors, and they will each person will be assigned their zone. And under each zone, how they have basically two purposes. One, they have to build very good relationship with those doctors or the KOLs. It doesn't necessarily, all doctors may not be KOLs. KOLs are the ones who are like really the topmost doctors in the country, who can advise people, or who the others doctors listen to that doctor. So those are the key opinion leaders. So sale, when you do, you will be working with those KOLs also, and the rest of the doctors also, maybe MD people who are still doing their PG, or MBBS interns who are giving the medicines. So with them also they'll be working. So ultimately the sales, when people do more sales, they get more recognized. Okay, so this is also it. I think it requires a lot of communication. The way you communicate with the person, your personality, and your likability factor, that comes through in sales. So if you are someone inclined to that, you can do this. So there are a lot of people who enter into sales and then become the national sales manager, and till that level, like you can go. Next is compliance. So there is a department, it's a separate department called compliance. What they do is they make all the documents of the pharma company, ki what all according to the all the guidelines by CDSCO, or and whatever there is this whatever goes on with the product, the drug, anything and everything, any regulations are happening, they will study that and they will make some documents, and the company has to comply to that. Okay, so if they don't comply, then there could be legal troubles. So compliance is the team who does that. Okay, so they are very careful about what kind of communication you are doing. Say, if you get a doctor, say a KOL from an international speaker to speak in India or whatever. So compliance are the people who will check what email you have sent, what they have responded, how much money you have paid to them, all these things. So everything is regulated by the company. The company has got total entire list will be there, what to do, what not to do, and if you should not move away from that. So if you don't comply as per the rules given, then you will be into trouble. So the company, these are basically like, secretly they keep watching you. So if you are interested in these type of jobs, you can explore that also. Then there is regulatory affairs. Yeah, now regulatory affairs. So this regulatory approval, this is the CDESCO I spoke about, where you can apply for a job. So that is not directly, that is not a pharma industry, that's a regulatory body. Here, this particular regulatory affairs is a team that is already in the company. Okay, inside only it will be there. What their job is to do, apply all the applications, like say if they have a new product with the good result has come from clinical trial phase 3, they have to apply into the yeah, for DCGI for the permission to go ahead. So all the documentation and stuff, regulatory affairs team will do. Okay, so plus regulatory affairs job is little bit tough. Why? Because it, you have to go and present in front of the DCGI and there will be an entire team. You have to you have to convince them. So basically, it's a big responsibility, and it is up to you how you communicate. Supposing you didn't communicate well and you were not able, it's like a lawyer kind of a thing. You have to try to be very convincing. And how you'll be convincing is only when you know the product inside out, only when you know scientifically inside out. The DCGI team, they grill people. Okay, why your product has to come. So everything about that product, all the clinical trials done till now, everything you have to know. So basically this is a challenging role, but if you like that, please go ahead and do. You will get a lot of recognition. So once you do regulatory affairs, say even if 1 or 2 years you have experience also, that catapults your CV, like your position later on in the company will be quite the, what do you call that, the catapult will be good, like compared to another person who doesn't have regulatory affairs experience, you will be catapulted. Okay, then next is medical affairs. So medical affairs are mainly, nowadays companies tell we want MD pharmacology students. Okay, apart from that also, farm farm D people, farm D and PhD students, they get a higher precedence compared to B Farm and M Farm. B Farm and M Farm may not be chosen for this particular role. But if you have some certifications and if you can work around that, or maybe you are working in a smaller company where you got an experience of 1 year or so, in a smaller company with medical affairs, maybe then you can apply for a higher to a bigger company. Okay, so in medical affairs, main purpose of the medical affairs is medical affairs is the team that connects the clinical 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 scenario, or the people in the hospital setup, and with the clinical research whatever is happening. So we are the connecting people. So here what we do is, first of all, this the promotional literature part, whatever marketing is telling us, like say whatever marketing is communicating, all that has to go through the medical affairs team. We have to approve the promotional literature. Say supposing in the promotional literature something wrong we did, even a word a little bit changed, it is legal implications can happen. That is why we have to be very careful. So whatever marketing says that we want to do such and such advertisement, so it will come to the medical affairs team will say, okay, this is fine, scientifically this is okay. Then we give the approval and then it goes. Apart from that, there are this phase 4 trials, sometimes like that, post marketing surveillance studies. So once the product has come into the market, after that, how is it working? Like, how are the people finding it? So that has to be done by medical affairs team. Like we sit with the medical writing team and also clinical research team to draft a protocol, and then that protocol is sent to all different doctors, and those doctors, if they are willing to participate in the trial, then we take that forward. Okay, so apart from these phase 4 trials also, there are other kinds of research means a smaller variety of research, like say knowledge aptitude practice studies, simpler ones, not proper phase 4 trials, simpler studies or observational studies, something like that. Those type of studies also we need to do. Apart from that, publication. So there are a lot of times what happens is the team members keep changing, so a lot of studies, they are pending, but publication hasn't happened. So the person who comes to a new role, it becomes their responsibility to publish that article. So once you publish for a particular company, that publication again can be used by the sales team and the marketing team uh, to to promote their product. Okay, that is why medical affairs needs to know how to publish articles. So if you like this type of stuff, then you will love to be here. Okay, approvals, I've said approvals also, all doctors, what kind of CMEs, which doctor will do, how much money we have to pay, all those type of things, medical affairs decides. Next is CMEs. You have to make sure that you are having CMEs, that is a good qualities CMEs with the KOLs. So that is why you will go and meet with these KOLs also. You have to also have a good relationship with the KOLs. Okay, so this is about, and then we make presentations for these KOLs. If they request us, they have a seminar and we have to make a presentation, we'll have to do that. Next is medical communication. So medical communication is something that, say, there might be a smaller team elsewhere, or it can be a part of medical affairs sometimes, but mostly it's a different team. Medical communication is mainly they write about content that is in very simple language which can be understood by the public. So that is the main thing. Okay, so medical communication, this can be a different team as well. Different team matlab, it could be a different organization, not the bigger pharma industry, it could be a separate organization. Next is medical writing. So medical writing mein, there are three things that can happen. Either it is in-house. In-house means, the say supposing it's a big company like Novartis, it might have a team that does medical writings. That means that's an in-house team. Otherwise, sometimes what happens is, if there is a smaller company, they don't have enough funds to employ such a team. So what they will do is they will hire uh, or outsource their medical writing stuff. So whatever, say some article you have to write for publication or whatever, all these things will be done by a different organization, all totally different. So that is a medical writing, company. That's a totally different thing. So you can apply there also. So either you can apply for medical writing in a bigger company, or if they don't have that provision, you can apply for a medical writing different organization. And also another thing these days people are doing is freelancing. You can start off your own on the side. You can start your own medical writing freelancing business. Okay, so if you are interested in writing, and if you like to work from home more, or if you are just starting your family, so these kind of this option is good. Next is pharmacovigilance. So pharmacovigilance is where, when a product, say, once it is out in the market, any and every complaint that comes, they have to deal with. They have to report it further, okay, to the higher authorities. And there is in Sweden, there is Uppsala Monitoring Center. So all those places you will have to you'll have to report all those cases. So what happens is that, but this is a, you have to remember that this is a just a desk job. The whole day you will be filling out forms, and also you will be dealing with clients. So if some doctor says that your product has got caused such and such problem to my patient, what should I do? So those type of questions you will be dealing with. So that is about pharmacovigilance. So you have to remember, yeah, pharmacovigilance. Always remember the ones, the those those roles that are directly related to the business or the pharma industry in the higher positions. Those, the salary in those positions will be much higher. Okay, say compared to, since I was in medical affairs, I can tell you medical affairs. Medical affairs salary is much higher than medical writing and pharmacovigilance. Okay, so same way it will be for the other things also. Now another thing is the digital therapeutics that is coming out. Digital therapeutics is the one where, like, say you are these are separate companies. Okay, these are not pharmaceutical companies. So just like pharmaceutical companies, there is medical devices company, and so in medical devices company also all these roles are going to be there. You can apply there. And also digital therapeutics. Digital therapeutics are the newer companies, okay, which utilizes, say, technology or AI to make some products. Say, so for example, that watch, or for a watch, a digital watch that can detect seizures in patients before it happens, something like that. So those type of things also you can apply. But digital therapeutics, if you apply, people normally say that you need to get some experience from the pharma company first, the pharmaceutical company. You need to have some experience. But this is a good option if you are, like, entrepreneurial mindset, and you, if you like to have those yeah, what do you say, kind of stuff, AI technology, those type of things, if you like, then you will enjoy this. Okay, next is, apart from this, there is corporate strategy and business development. So corporate strategy is basically, like, say if you have an MBA or something, you can get into it and you like to run the business. So those type of things you can do. Okay, so so with that I come to the end of the first part. Okay, so can someone confirm if I'm still audible?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Yes, madam.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So I'll I'll try to go a little bit fast now, because I wanted to show you guys something in the end. But anyway, I'll just maybe in five minutes I'll do this, and another 5 minutes I'll show you something on LinkedIn. Okay, so mm okay, so this one, under skills, what all skills you will need. Now that if majority of you are in the entry level position, or just starting from academics, you're moving on to the pharma industry, you will need to know certain things. Your scientific know-how has to be very good. What you are, say, all the technical skills, basically, it has to be very good. Uh, for example, I'll tell you, recently there was someone who was talking about HPLC and those type of machine, those type of things are there. No, so uh, be very well versed with those type of things. If you are, say, working in going to work for R&D, then focus on those things. So in whatever branch you are going, whatever divisions, whatever I showed you, wherever you're going, what is the skill that they want? What is the scientific acumen they want? Focus on that. Okay, if you want to enter into clinical research, then you have to work on more about how these clinical trials work, what are the documents required, those type of things you'll have to know. Next is communication skills. So under communication skills, you have to always remember that three things come over here. One is the speaking. The more well you speak, the more well you can communicate complex topics into simpler ones. The more well nicely you speak, and you are likable, you will have more progress in your career. Next is medical writing. So when you're writing, also, say a simple email, also you're writing to a KOL, but there are some scientific points that you have mentioned. All that has to be good, okay, because you are representing the company, you are the face of the company. So your writing skills has to be very good. Next, you have to do medical writing. So medical writing may, say, for example, if somebody asks you to write some article for them, so usually doctors give, please write an article and give, or please make a presentation and give. So anything related to medical writing, the writing part, the writing skill has to be there. Okay, it's very important. And presentation, say you make the PPT and you give. In CMEs, what will happen, or in CMEs, or wherever you are, whichever division you are working, you will have to present in front of people. So that presentation skill has to be there. And whoever does all that well, they are the people who get more promotions. Always remember that. faster promotions. Okay, and one more thing, since I'm talking about promotions, I'm telling you, please don't think of in pharmaceutical industry, please don't think it's like school may how we think, okay, from grade 6 standard, next we'll go to 7th, then we'll go to 8th after 1 year. But in pharma it is not like that. I have seen people, like, some people within 6 months they get promotion and they are doing so well that they get promoted. Then within 1 year they will get promoted to something else. So all these things happen. So be aware of the fact that if you want quicker promotions, do work sincerely, improve your skills, make them show that you are actually, you are rather than the position that currently you are, you can contribute so much more. So you should be able to showcase yourself that way. Okay, so it is not like what I'm trying to say is, it's not like, okay, 2 years you have to be in this post, then next 2 years you have to be in this post. It's not like that. Okay, next is research skills. Research skills is one, I'm not talking about the trial or doing the research. I'm talking about the literature search and literature review. Online, say, supposing some doctor asks you, I want this particular information. You should know exactly where to find that literature. Okay, how to use PubMed, how to find it on Google or anywhere, Google Scholar, whatever it is. You have to be very fast in getting out that information. Say supposing you found out 10 articles. Out of that reading the 10 articles is going to take a lot of time. Now that, if you want to be very effective, you have to know how to review that article quickly, how to find out those points, and then how to give that information back to the KOL. Okay, so all these things come under skills, which will then the KOL will be so impressed by you. Any person in the company will be so impressed by you. So those tips and tricks you need to know. Okay, so skills. So try to, in your spare time, please go and find out on Google what are the latest things. Lot of things have come up. Learn how on Go to YouTube and learn how to search PubMed documents. There you will find a lot of videos so fast, how you can find out exactly which exactly which topic you're looking for, where, how to find out. So all those things they will be telling. So please do that. Okay, then next comes the networking skills. Networking skills is very important. Why? Because of two things. One is to enter the company, to get the first job. Even after first job, say supposing the second, third, whatever next job you're going, you need networking skills. Because earlier people used to say, it does not depend on what you know. You may be thinking, just because you have come from a very good college, you have done a very good degree, I'm going to get the job. It's not like that nowadays, because lot of pharmacy colleges have come up, lot of medical colleges have come up. So there are a lot of students and everybody are submitting applications for the same job. So how to stand out is that, it is, first of all, you have to realize that it is not about what you know, it's about who you know. Okay, but these days one step ahead they are going. They are telling it's not about who you know, it's about who knows you. Okay, so that is why it is very important to have networking skills. Please go to LinkedIn and start learning how to do networking skills. Okay, you have to build up good relationships with people who are in the industry, so that they can help you get into the next role. Plus, if there is a layoff, if for some reason the company has laid off the people, you can immediately get a job by reaching out to someone else. Okay, so that, please do that. And then the interview skills ke liye, I'll tell you, recently one student, about 6-7 months back, one student had come to me and he said, um, he was asking me a lot of questions about preparation and all this career and stuff. Then I told him to do interview preparation, but then he confidently told me, no, I have given a lot of interviews, I don't want I don't need, I know how to do interviews. But then that same person, after say 6 months, I got a call telling that he has not got the job yet. Okay, so please prepare. Interview preparation is very crucial. Why? Because the competition is very much. It is not like earlier days where you'll just you are one of the 10 candidates who will go and give the job, give the interview. Now there are thousands of applications come for one role, and in that you will be one. Okay, so how to stand out in that? You have to learn the interview skills. Okay, so with that, I come to the second part. Okay, I am cognizant of the time. I'll just take you through some questions, how you will understand that which career path to follow. Okay, so the first, so these are 10 questions that you can ask. One is, what are my core strengths and how can they be leveraged in the pharmaceutical industry? Okay, this core strengths, what are you good at? Please ask that yourself, and accordingly, you have to search a job. Next is, am I more interested in research, patient interactions, or business aspects? Okay, whichever you are inclined, please choose that. Next is, how comfortable am I in working with highly regulated industry, and can I adapt to rigorous compliance standards? So whenever you are in working with a regulatory and all, you have to be like, you cannot make a single small mistake that will affect your career. So if you can live with that kind of a tension kind of thing, then you're fine, you can go ahead. But this is very rewarding career. And then, what areas of pharma am I passionate about? Drug development, biotechnology, regulatory affairs, quality assurance. So ask about what you are passionate about. Then, do I prefer working independently, or do I like to collaborate and with different teams? Okay, so if you like working independently, medical writing could be a good thing. But if you are in a business type of thing or marketing type of thing, all the time you will have to be with other people. Okay, next is, am I willing to continuously learn and keep up with the industry advancements and new regulations? So again, this will be this is mainly for regulatory people, and also clinical research. Clinical research little bit, medical affairs also we also need to read a little bit. Okay, but mainly the regulations and stuff, it will come in marketing people and all, they will have to know more. Okay, then next is, what type of impact do I want to have in healthcare, and how does this align with various pharma roles? Okay, what is the impact that you want to do? You may not be interested in patient care directly, you may be interested in developing those developing new ideas or those type of things. So please, so ask these questions. Next is, what are my long-term career goals, and do they align with the growth opportunities in the pharmaceutical industry? Please remember one thing, that what first you have to find out what is your final goal. Okay, otherwise what will happen is, you will go into clinical research, you'll get bored there, within 1 year you will move to pharmacovigilance, then 1 year you will waste there. So this happens. So whenever you move from one to the other, always remember you are again starting from zero. It is not building up on one on each other. That is why before starting, even in your, when you're studying only in the academics time itself, think what is your long term goal. Okay, next is, how flexible am I in terms of location, and are you willing to relocate and travel? Those type of things will matter. And then, what is the work life balance? Work life balance will be, say for example, medical, say no, mainly marketing people, mainly marketing people and medical affairs team. We travel a lot. So is that, do you want that? That is the thing. Okay, medical writing people will be little bit less, regulatory affairs people it will be little bit less travel. So all these things also you have to take care, based on whether it aligns with your family needs and stuff. Because now all of you are going to start your family, it's going to be very tough if you're not like properly aligned with that. Okay, so with this I come to the end of this particular part. Do I have some time? Just 5 minutes.
Sure, ma'am. Sure, ma'am. You can go ahead, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so I just wanted to show something on LinkedIn. After that, I'll stop, and then we can start off the Q&A session. Okay, so here can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so see, I didn't have time to take you through what all the designations you go through. So I thought I will show you some examples on LinkedIn. What you can do is, say for example, this person, Dr. Harikiran, he's very active on LinkedIn. So what you can do is, say right now he is in BMS, Bristol Myers. So if you look at his profile, you will find that currently, okay, he is in senior patient engagement and recruitment specialist. But if you scroll down, then you will see he was in clinical research. He joined as a clinical research associate, and then first he was a junior associate, then he was a associate, then he went into global trial. Okay. After that, he has gone into recruitment and patient engagement. So I want to show you how people change their career paths. Nothing is straight. Okay. So, but he is in a very good position in this company. Now, if you look at, go further down, you will see how he started. He started as an intern, then he was a coordinator in between, and before that, and also he has got many other experiences. He has given all this. You can go through all this. Next, one second. And you see the education. So this person, he has done pharmacy, uh, PharmD. So he finished in 2020, right? So in from 2020, that is just in 4 years, he has achieved quite a bit. Okay. So this is to show you some journey and to give you some food for thought types, ki what all is there. Rather than you waiting for somebody to come and give guidance, please be active on LinkedIn. Find out all information is there in LinkedIn. You don't need extra anything. So just do that. Okay. So here, this is another person. This is randomly I'm showing you people. Okay, so this is from regulatory affairs. So Dr. Hari was from the clinical research. Then this is for regulatory affairs. Randomly I'm showing you. He is currently in Reddy's. Before that, he was in MSD. So just look at his profile, regulatory affairs. So from the very beginning, see, almost like say from 7 years, 7, 10, 11, almost 12 years say he's in regulatory affairs. Okay. So probably now he has gone to higher position. So also look at this. He has worked in CDESCO, DCGI office he has worked in, technical data associate. So supposing you want to get into regulatory affairs, then you can work in this. This is what I was trying to tell you. Now he has got other experiences, all that you can see, but you look at the degree. Okay, so you see what the degrees are. B Farm, say supposing you are B Farm and you want to do something else in regulatory, look at the type of diploma that he has received. You'll get an idea ki, okay, to get that, what certification do I need? Also they will be say this is the education. Also you can explore if he has put any certificates down. Okay, so if this person hasn't put any certificates, then so some people will show certificates. Okay, I have done this certification. So you can reach out to them ki whether it is really worth it. I would like to do something like that. Okay, next is okay, this is for pharmacovigilance. Okay, so pharmacovigilance mein, this is Shri Vidya. This is totally like I'm just showing you some random people. Okay, so pharmacovigilance mein, right now she is a manager in Thermo Fisher. This is an international company. Before that, she was an Icon. This is also international company, multinational company. This is 9 years. So before that, she was a clinical research intern. Okay, so if you look at the degree, clinical trial management, PGDCR. Okay, so also BTech, she has done BTech before that. Okay, so just all these things you can go and explore. Next is this is medical writing. Okay, so medical writing may, if you look at this person, what he has done, right now he is a director. So I was thinking that if he is a director, how in a very he looks very young, how did he become a director? So this is basically a smaller level of company where it's a CRO, contract research organization, where he's a director. But how his journey was, he was the deputy manager. Before that, he was the assistant manager. Then before that, he was some specialist. Then he did some postdoctoral research. uh, Postdoctoral research, yeah, I think he had a PhD, I think. So he has done a PhD in pharmacology from BITS Pilani. Okay, so before that, he has done some postgraduate course. So you can just look into it. You will get an idea of what are the how these people start their journey, and what are the certifications they are getting. Okay, and also since this person is in medical writing, it is very important for him to show his publications. That is why he has put all these publications. Now you see, any person who wants to give him job, he will see that he has got more than 10 publications. They'll be very impressed. Okay, so this is how it should be done. Next is okay, another person is this is Dr. Birendra Singh. He's also very active. I think you people might be knowing already or following him also. So if you look at him, he's a president at Mankind, very big position. How did he start? He started with quality assurance. Okay, so that is why I wanted to show you. He started with quality everywhere, quality, and say from 2006. Before that, he has removed it. We don't need to put all the old details. That is why he has just put from 2016. Say last 10-15 years he has put. So if you look at, he also is from PhD. He's a PhD student. Now, one thing, how to find these people are that two techniques I will show you. One is, say, supposing you want to find out some career. Okay, supposing you want to join Novartis. What you will do is you will go and write here Novartis. Okay, once the page opens, okay, once the page opens, you will go here, you'll click here, then you will go to people. Okay, so here two things I want to show you. One is if you see where they live, what all have they, where they have studied, what do they do. So research, sales, operations, all these are there. So you will understand, okay, what all the company is hiring, what type of people. Okay, so all these people, then what have they studied. Okay, to get a job in Novartis, what all are the topics you will need to know. Okay, so these are the people they have been hired. Okay, so you can explore all this. Another thing is people. Okay, so here once you go here, so people done. This is about their average, like a summary kind of thing they have given. Apart from that, here if you see, you can scroll here. How many other people are there on LinkedIn under this company? Everything, name and everything is there. Say Kimi Shetty, she's a group product manager. She was my batchmate. Then this is like she's medical head oncology. So these are all medical affairs people. Say now this is Utkarsha, she's in medical lead. So this is MSL role. Then group product manager, this also must be medical only. Apart from that, say scientific writer. So explore all their profiles and see how these people reached these positions. Okay. Associate director, how did this person become a director? What should I do to get there? So that is how you go and then open their profile and check. So this is one way. Another way is, say, supposing you want to know, you supposing want to get into regulatory affairs. Okay, so here in search bar mein you will go to regulatory affairs main. Then what you will do is, here the drop down menu is there. Okay, so this is right now jobs, so all the jobs it is showing. Then you have to go to people. So now you see how many people are there. 7,46,000 people are there in regulatory affairs. Now I showed you Kshitij Saini because his profile looked better. That is why I just opened and I showed you. Apart from that, also you can check out if you see that, okay, this person is in Parexel. You are looking for a job in Parexel. How did this person get into it? So you can actually find people like this. So there will be thousands of people over here. You can also, if you want to know the locations, say if you want to work in Delhi area, just put Delhi and then select this, and then only the Delhi people will come. So say you can reach out to these people. First, look into their profile, see what you can relate to. If you want to ask them a question, put it in the DM them separately. Ki, I liked your profile. I would like to do some certification that what you have done, or I'm impressed by your profile, those type of things, and then you can connect, and then that is how you do the networking. Okay, so that's about it. That's all I wanted to show you guys. uh, Sorry, I switched off. I pressed something else and then entire thing went. Okay, I think that was it from my end. So over to you guys.
We'll now open the floor for any questions. I would like the audience to feel free to ask Dr. Smita anything related to today's discussion, particularly around career planning and job opportunities in pharma industry, and use this opportunity wisely.
One second. Are you? The chat is not opening for me. Someone had put a chat, some question on the chat.
Yeah, but it has been deleted now.
Oh, okay, okay, deleted. Okay, no problem. Yeah. Any questions anybody has? Was it useful? Was it beneficial? At least you can type in the chat box to let me know whether it was of any use, whether you learned anything, what you learned, anything that you wish to share. Yeah, Varun, please tell me. Yeah, by the time
Hello, good
Varun,
evening, ma'am.
yeah, who is this?
Yes, ma'am. I'm Shirin Sultana.
Okay, yeah, hi, Shirin. Is it
Yes,
Shirin?
ma'am. Good evening,
Okay,
ma'am.
Shirin. Good evening, Shirin. Tell me.
Yes, ma'am. I'm having doubt regarding pharmacovigilance, ma'am. Ma'am, what
Hmm.
are the types like signal detection will be there is a part of pharmacovigilance,
Hmm.
and this safety database. I'm having doubt, ma'am. This regarding this particular topic.
Like, what kind of doubt you have in that?
Ma'am, is there any types of pharmacovigilance?
No, 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 no. There is no types of pharmacovigilance. You have to
Ma'am,
say
what does this signal detection mean in pharmacovigilance?
signal detection means say supposing many people are there will be people who will many people will report, say supposing there are many doctors or patients, they have written to your company, you are a pharmacovigilance company, they have written to you by email ki ma'am, your product has caused this. Okay, so signal detection is what, say supposing one particular drug somebody had, your product somebody had, and then that particular product caused say stomach pain. Okay, versus one patient wrote that okay, I got severe stomach pain and I had to be hospitalized. Next person will say I just had a drowsiness, that's it. Next person will complain ki okay, I had this one side of my hand like I had a stroke or something like that. So you have to be, so these are the signals. Signal detection means these are the risky things that you are supposed to detect even if one person is telling ki your product has caused this. Okay, so you should have that scientific acumen. Why you should know this in and out of that particular molecule is because supposing if you think okay this is not related to this, say supposing in from your scientific knowledge you know that this product doesn't cause this at all, it is not related at all, then you don't have to worry. But if you feel that this could be a reason, or this could be associated with this particular molecule, then it is a signal detection. Like you have generated a signal, so that is a like a red flag which you will then tell to everybody ki this is a red flag that we have found. Okay, so that is signal detection, nothing else. It is a part of that. You will be only there will be forms you have to fill up, and then say from there you will analyze whether uh, first it will be like on a paper you will fill up, there are forms that Sidesco has given. After that when you put it in the put it online, when you fill it up, then you have to give your own thoughts, what could it be. You have to give your own, after researching what do you think it is. So at least your opinion you have to give. That is all. After that, if it is really something bad, then the higher authorities will take care of it. Okay.
Yes, ma'am, I got it.
And you have to reply back also to those people.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, one more
Ma'am, I
question,
work
ma'am.
for
Yeah, tell me, Shirin.
Yes, ma'am. Aggregate report writing in pharmacovigilance, ma'am. What is it?
This is only all this only. All this, like say when you like different reports you got, then everything you put together, then you make a kind of a summary. All those type
Yes,
of things. It's
yes,
simple only. It's simple.
yes, ma'am. Ma'am, safety databases is also same, ma'am, in pharmacovigilance.
Database is database. Na, like you are collecting all the data and into the system you are putting. That's it.
Yes, ma'am. It's system based.
System based. And yeah. So since like I worked in pharmacovigilance as a part of my MD, and also after that 1 year I was a academic what do you call that, in an academic position that time I did. So hardcore, if you want to know what is happening in pharmacovigilance, then you might need to go online and look for some this thing. Otherwise what you can do is you can you can connect with me later on, and then I can do a little bit research and I can let you know. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Most welcome, Shirin.
Yes,
Next is
Hi, ma'am.
okay.
I'm Varun Surane.
Yeah, Varun, tell me.
Ma'am, please tell me about a career of R&D of research center of which are great best.
R&D में ना you will if you go to Google, no, Google Pay, go to any company. Like say if you want to, first you target which company you want to join. Say Novartis. Find out where are the research facilities of Novartis. For I can tell you Novartis ka there is in, I think there is one in Hyderabad and one in Mumbai. And then if you look at Reddy's has got one in Mumbai. Sorry, not Mumbai. The research facility is in Hyderabad. So all these things you will find online. Okay, R&D ka entire separate unit they have, totally different location from the corporate office. You will find all the details on the company website. So you just need to select which company you want to work for. Okay, does that answer your question,
Ma'am,
Varun?
I have one doubt, please. In India, government research center is available.
Government center,
Government research pharma center is available in India.
government research center.
Pharma centers is in our.
Mainly you have ICMR. ICMR is there. ICMR is mainly medical based, but pharma people also go there. Plus, there are, if you look at, I forgot that organization, which is your pharmacy people. Ke liye na, there is a big organization. I forgot the name. So they have started some research based organization, same like AIMS, like that. I think there are 12, if I'm not wrong, around India. It is there. Government wala is there. Research is there. On
Thank you, ma'am.
online, you'll get it. Satyam, which skill set is required for pursuing career in medical affairs? Farm D में ना, see Satyam, right now when some students I'm coaching, I am finding one thing is that pharmaceutical companies, they do give priority to Farm D students. But if MD pharmacology student is there, then your chances become little bit less. But what you can do is when you are doing PharmD only, try to get a say, I think you have another 2-3 years left. Try to find out internship opportunities for medical affairs. So later on, then your after the main problem what PharmD students are facing is when they finish off their PharmD ka education, when they are interviewing or when they are even placing their resume, they are getting rejected because they say you don't have medical affairs experience. Go and get some experience and come. That is what they say. So what you do is try to find out some courses or internships or certifications online. Also, it's available. Internships, try to do like 2 to 3 months internship in medical affairs. You'll get easily. A lot of companies, they give, but they may give pro bono types, like they may not pay you money. There are some paid internships also, but there are companies like, yeah, many companies like, especially the smaller ones, say smaller companies may give you more opportunities. The bigger companies, I'll tell you why. Say, for example, when I was doing my MD, we had the tie-up for medical affairs internship from the company with the organization, with the government hospital, with the government college. So we didn't have any issues. Like every year they would come for interviewing, but they will interview us. They won't just select us and then they will take into the ground. They'll interview us. If we are selected only, we can go. So I had done my internship in Pfizer. So 2 months I was there, but we need to work as an employee. Like so I don't think I got any money in that. But the thing is, for such big companies, I'm not sure if PharmD students they will give, but I know that smaller companies they want interns from PharmD, so you can apply there. Were you asking me that question? Did I divert from that? Uh, yeah, was I answering to Satyam or Varun? Sorry, I forgot my train of thought. I lost. Okay, I hope that answers your question. And next is like. PharmD, which skill set is required for pursuing career in medical affairs? Yeah, this is the question that I was telling, na, Satyam. So the skill set that will be required is mainly communication. Be very careful about the communication skills and presentation skills. For medical affairs, these are the two things, very important things. That is why try to, and plus your research articles. Uh, at least have 1 or 2 publications under your name. Okay, so that will help you. And Varun, tell me about research information. I think I've told you this. Afian, I hope you've got my, I hope I have answered that question. I hope you got the answer. And Faiz, is clinical research opportunities more in abroad countries compared to India? Uh, Yes, I think so. They like there will be in India also, but the quality, if you are looking for quality of research, it will be much better in the foreign countries. But say Reddy's, Dr. Reddy's lab and all, they have very good quality clinical research. So I'm not saying that it is totally absent in India, but definitely it is much bigger. Say in there is mainly in Europe. Europe, all the research because the pharmaceutical industry headquarters are there. Their research organizations are there in all throughout this one. What do you call Europe? Then in Australia you have, and also in Canada, and yeah, some are in Brazil also. So yeah, better in outside thing. Okay, Rajvi. Thank you, Rajvi. I am fourth year student. Can you give me some tips on how to connect and network with people better? So the two things you can do, Rajvi. One is that first of all, you have to target which company you want to join. That is the first and foremost. On LinkedIn there are 1 billion people. Okay, so you won't know whom to connect with. You won't have that much time. So first you have to, number one, target which company you want to join. Second, I showed you how to find those people, right? There, find the people whom you want to follow. Then go to their profile, check their profile, see whether you would like to network with that person or not. Don't disturb that person. See if you can continue the relationship, whether you would like to have that professional relationship going ahead. If he has done a lot of work, definitely he'll be a very good asset for your network. So then there is on the profile only you will find a bell icon. Just click on that and also see whether that person posts regularly or not. If a person has never posted, then don't follow that person. If a person is, say, even per week, they are posting one blog post on LinkedIn, then you know that he is the person to follow. Then what you do, that is step 2, you put the notification bell. Third, as soon as the notification bell rings on your this one, if that person posts, that post, whatever post comes, say he may say that I joined a new job, or I attended this particular program, or anything he might have put, or he may be writing about some drug or whatever, go and comment there. As soon as that bell icon, your notification comes, go and put a comment on it. Not like great, not like that. Thoughtfully, at least put two to three comments under it. So that person also will, he will also respond back. He may reply, or he may give a thumbs up. So say supposing next week again that person, he has put another post, again you message, again you comment. Like this, what happens is within like 3-4 weeks, that person will know, he will be intrigued, who is this person who is always replying on my thing. He will go and check your profile. Then if he likes your profile, then he will, definitely he will start replying on your comments better. And then when you see that he is also reciprocating, then you send a connection request. Ki, sir, I loved your profile and I love your the things, the posts that you write, so I would love to connect with you, something like that. Personally you write. Okay, so that is how you increase the network. Okay, does that give you some ideas, Rajvi? Then Nawaz, is there a good career in clinical operations and business development of a particular hospital, or it is similar to medical affairs? No, clinical clinical operations will be like, business development is the totally business, and maybe you will need MBA and stuff. Medical affairs is a very small team. Okay, so clinical operations is like the entire clinical trials, how it is going, how the entire, it's a big responsibility, I feel. If you are if you are in clinical operations and all that, it's a bigger responsibility. Not at the beginning, not in the beginning, you will get smaller projects to handle, but it will be much bigger than medical affairs. If you look at medical affairs, is usually a very small part, very small. It is an essential part, but it's a very small part. Compared to that, the rest of the company looks very big. So definitely there will be good career. Ultimately, it's about your interest. If you like to do in that path, please go ahead. Okay, and first you
Okay.
find out who are the people
It is
in the
same as healthcare services, ma'am. Clinical operations, healthcare services. It
health.
is similar to medical affairs, or
No,
something
no,
else.
it will be different than medical affairs. Yeah, it's different than medical affairs. Medical affairs is
Okay, ma'am.
nowhere next to that.
Okay.
Thank you,
Okay, ma'am.
Nawaz.
Thanks.
Thank you, Nawaz, for asking. Ronit, what are the skills required to pursue a career in preclinical trials and research? Uh, Preclinical trial and research, yeah. So first of all, if you're doing preclinical trial, you will need to know animal handling very well for preclinical trial. Animal handling has to come perfect. That has to be there. And then also you have to be, I feel that you need to be little bit. So when we were in MD, we are supposed to handle all animals. Okay, so we need to do all that. So I'm thinking that that will be important for your pre-clinical trials. Plus, you will need to read a lot, think about. Plus, you have to bring your own ideas into it. Which animal will you use for that particular drug that you want to test. So for every animal, you won't be able to do that. So that scientific acumen has to be there. Which animal, which design of the test you will do. So those type of things you will need to do. So I think that will the main. And the communication skills, I don't think much you will need, but you may need to write, because once if you do some research or project or whatever, you will be asked to publish that article. Then you will need to write. Okay. So I hope that answers your question, Ronit. Then Arun, okay, PharmD students in India compared to abroad. See, I feel, to be honest, I feel yes, to some extent. To some extent. Why? Why? Because India started late. I think PharmD came up in India only in 1994. I think so. 1994, the government introduced this particular concept of PharmD. So PharmD has been there in other places in America and all. For everything, if you see, it starts first in Europe and America, and then it comes to India. That is the only reason I feel like, say, supposing there are so many opportunities outside, how many of us Indians can leave our homeland to go there? That is the thing. If you can afford, definitely you should go there if you feel that is a better opportunity. But if you go through LinkedIn, I feel like I showed you that Dr. Hari Kiran, I think. So there are many people like him. You just need to find out how that progression happens, what certifications they did, which role they got experience in. Automatically, you will find that route. So I don't think it is bad. It will take time. Say maybe in 10 years, maybe pharma companies will also know where exactly PharmD students' capabilities can be utilized. So it's, I think, a matter of time. But I think it's fair to say right now that maybe opportunities are better there, but it's not practically feasible for all of us. It is very well possible to find a job over here in India, and just we need to do some research on LinkedIn to find out how other people did it. If they can do, why can't I? That should be the question. Okay, I hope that answers your question, Arun. Satyam Faiz. Recently, I've been following your post. Okay, Mohammed. The 10 actionable steps to help you stand out. Okay, now in this session, you mentioned how to choose our career. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mohammed. Okay, thank you, Rajvi ma'am. What are the opportunities for in the hospital setting? Na? Shruti, in hospital setting for PharmD, I have seen three things. One is though the PharmD people, they go into clinical pharmacist role. One, and then there is another post they are telling, clinical pharmacologist. Okay, so what they might be doing, I'm guessing, clinical pharmacologists will basically they will see whether your whatever the doctors are prescribing these days. Actually, people are getting more conscious about how doctors write wrong prescriptions and how the patient has to suffer because of medication errors and all that. So clinical pharmacologists will actually go through the prescription of each doctor and see what is the mistake, whether a particular combination can be used or not, those type of things. Okay, so that is one career. Another thing is if you have an MBA, then you can go into hospital management. That is another thing. Yeah, I guess that is there. And also recently somewhere I saw in hospital only you can do some clinical trial something, but I felt that was quite odd because hospitals, yeah, it could be possible though. If a pharma company is taking a particular hospital as a clinical trial site, maybe you will be hired to look after that clinical trial. Just whichever patients are coming. If it's a 10 patient ka trial, just those 10 patients you have to follow. So those type of work also can be there in a hospital. Okay. I hope
Yes,
that.
ma'am.
Thank you, Shruti, for asking. Okay. Thank you, Arun. I was curious about the perspective. Okay, so Arun, which is better, gaining experience and internships from various organizations or focusing on publications? I would say whether it matters or not, get one at least publication. If you are doing some, if you have done your thesis work, get it published. If you have not done anything like that, if you are just B Farm or M Farm, if you can write a review article, just write that and publish. What that does is it helps you build credibility. Like it's like authors. I can say I'm an author, but if I have never written a book, I can never call myself an author. So it's like okay, I have this. So it's so whether you do internships or not or whatever, try to have at least one publication. How many ever publications you have, that's the best. It will give you so much support and confidence in your interview. Okay, supposing I have 10 and another person just has one or zero publications, then I will have more chance to get the interview. Okay, so these are the things that show that you are doing extra things, which also shows that okay, you know how to research. It shows that you know how to write. It shows how you know how to do literature search. It shows that how you know how to publish an article. So all that gives an idea. So nobody in the interview, nobody is going to ask you about that. But if you don't have the article, they'll question you on that. How do you publish the article? How do you write an article? How do you do literature search? Those type of questions, simple questions they'll ask, which is not good for the interview. Always you should be asked a high level questions. Okay, so that is it. Apart from that, wherever you get internships, especially if you want medical affairs, then please get your internships before only. Okay, it is very difficult to get into the bigger companies. Smaller companies may still give you, but till then, in interview, these people cause a lot of problems. They say that you need to have internships, and then for about 6 months or so, there won't be any job. So when you are in the academics, please find and finish it off. Okay, and yeah, and another thing before I forget, please, whichever, say supposing you want to write about you want to join pharmacovigilance, on your LinkedIn, no, weekly once put a pharmacovigilance post. Okay, supposing you want to join clinical research, talk about clinical research in that. So what happens is when you are giving your resume for submission, on the resume you have to give your LinkedIn profile. If you don't put your LinkedIn profile, people think that you are something is wrong with you. You are afraid or you are not professional. Okay, so you have to put the LinkedIn URL. Now as soon as they get your resume, they will click on that LinkedIn URL. It will bring to your post. There, if they see that you have not posted anything, they are not going to go back to your resume. That is why always have content in your post. Okay, don't repost. Don't do that. Post once in a while. If you are too busy, once in a week, Sunday, you sit and just write a small article. Take the help of Chat GPT. Don't copy paste the entire thing from Chat GPT. Mix and match a little bit in your own language. Put that so that people will know that you are a person who is active in pharmacovigilance. You may be the right candidate for that position. Okay, so supposing if you want to if you want to get a pharmacovigilance job, you need not write about medical writing or something, some unrelated regulatory stuff you don't need to write. Okay, so you can focus on that. Whichever, so obviously after some time, if you feel that no, this is I'm no longer interested in pharmacovigilance, I want to write about something else, then start doing that, no problem. But the thing is, your scientific acumen, the way you write, everything has to come on LinkedIn. That is the showcase. You are showing that is your expertise. Okay, so compared to your profile, if another person doesn't have anything on the LinkedIn profile, you will be the person who is going to be called for interview. Okay, so that is how it works. Okay, I hope that answered your question, Arun. And then okay, Arun, for PhD in pharmacology. See, PhD in pharmacology, I showed you, I think, Bits Bilani, one person, he has gone, no? I showed you that one person's this one. You will say, go to LinkedIn, on search button, put PhD pharmacology. Type in PhD pharmacology. Under that, there will be some buttons. Click on people. The list of people will come out. Then from there, each and every person ka you go and check what is the experience they have. You will get lot of ideas. Okay, so you will exactly know where to go. But I'm sure if it is PhD is given so much preference, more preference than any other degree. So PharmD and PhD, these are actually revered, like they are given lot of respect. So you can enter into any line, okay? And how much far you reach, that you can get ideas through the different people's profiles. Okay, you can always remember the path in the pharma industry. It's not straight like this. Okay, just like how in college and school we went like this, it is here like this. You can change. Okay, and the more experience you have, supposing you got experience in regulatory affairs also, this and that and everything, so you are more likely to become a kind of a leadership role, like say CEO or something like that. Say later on, if you work in business or managing director, something like that, you can become. Okay, so okay, uh, I hope that answers your question, Arun. Okay, thank you, Nawaz. Thank you. So okay, anything else? I think all the questions I have covered. Anything else, or over to you, Kritika?
As we have reached the end of today's session, I would like to extend a heartfelt gratitude to you, Dr. Smita Brahma. Ma'am, your presentation was really insightful and has been truly enlightening for all of us. Your insights into career planning and and navigating in the pharmaceutical industries are invaluable, especially for those of us aspiring to make an impact in this field. Thank you once again for sharing your expertise and guidance and taking us time from your busy schedule to attend this webinar and guiding us today. This was yet another enriching session in our Future RX dialogue lecture series. We hope to see you at our future events. We have an exciting event coming up on 14 November, the details of which will be shared soon on our socials. So I'd like all of us to stay connected with us on Instagram and LinkedIn for updates. Lastly, I would kindly ask all of the audience to kindly fill up the feedback form shared in the chat box. Your feedback is mandatory if you would like to receive your certificate of attendance. So please complete it in the next 10 minutes. So once again, thank you all for joining us and being such an active audience and for having this. And we look forward to see you all at our next event and have a great day. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Kritika. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Take care. Bye.